Dust be done, everybody. I'm here bringing you Week 7 of the GBA versus the one and only Nick, owner of the Boston Red Sox. He and I and Joe, owner of the Steelix, were the only 5-1 teams left, and potentially there can only be two after this week. So, if you looked at when I looked at his team initially, I was fearing Thunderous because I have a heavy thunder electric weakness, and competitive Malak because I have a lot of defoggers. But we'll see how the game goes. I left with Charizard. He leads off with Smeargle. I wasn't expecting Smeargle when I prepped for his team, and if he did bring Smeargle, I was actually more aware of Spore over Dark Void. When he went for Dark Void there, last time I saw Dark Void was maybe, I don't know, about 4 months ago. So I didn't expect that, and that kind of threw me for a loop right there on turn 1. Now, I switched back into Charizard because I figure once he put Mandibuzz to sleep, next best play would be, hey, go for Stealth Rocks and make sure that, kind of pressure me into defogging. Now, if he had Melodic, like I said, it would be more of a pressure because if he predicted the defog, that gives Melodic a +2 special attack raise, and nothing on my team really wants to take any kind of water or ice move. So, go for Flamethrower in the sun, take Smeargle down to its sash as Smeargles do, and he goes for Parting Shot. Again, a very, very good play by Nick. Something I didn't expect. He told me his last move, I think, was Transform. This was for if I had brought Ferrothorn, he could transform. He could put me to sleep, then transform and set up my own hazards against me. So, again, good for him. I definitely dig the planning. Something that I was not initially aware of. So, I go into Swampert, and he goes out into Deoxys. I didn't expect knockoff, actually. More or less, his set that I expected on his Deoxys was the somewhat regular mix set. Ice Beam, Superpower, Psycho Boost, and I was thinking Rock Slide for Charizard, of course. So, he goes that huge knockoff and gets off some good damage. Takes out this Swampert was Choice Band you guys saw. There was a reason behind that. I figured nothing in his team really wants to take a Choice Band hit from Swampert. So, goes into Thunderous. I have no reason staying out in this when Latias does a good job walling this thing. Agility, Thunderous. Second I saw that, I realized it was going to be somewhat of a threat because if I didn't handle that appropriately, Electric can just run through my team. So he goes into Mawile. I should have predicted this, man. There was a part of me that was like, just go for HP Fire, but I figured it was we're only 3 minutes into the match. I figured it was kind of early, and I didn't actually expect him to stay in. I guess I thought I more or less expected him to go for HP Ice or something. Oh well. But I get off a little bit of damage on Mawile. I guess that kind of made a difference. It makes a difference later-ish. But I go into Arcanine. I figure Arcanine can take any hit from that Mawile because it resists Fairy and Steel types, and he goes into Deoxys. Deoxys obviously outspeeds most of my team, or all my team, if I didn't have Scarfer. But this Arcanine is special. It's actually special defensive. A lot of special defense investment, full HP investment, so that it can take one Psycho Boost. And if I was in the sun here, this would have killed. I think it's my mistake for not running full attack investment. So, sucks to be me. He goes extreme speed. So, he's doesn't have Rock Slide. I was very surprised at that. I went free speed there myself, thinking that he wouldn't bring it, but again, Nick with those very solid sets. One thing I also say about Nick is this is a dumb play. I'm not going to talk this play because I don't fucking remember why I went into Latias. Although I was about 3 seconds away from putting the Colbur Berry on Latias upon going into the battle, I decided not to for some other reason. But one thing I'll say about Nick is that he definitely in the chat, he said multiple times that my team stacked up against him. He played some good mind games. I don't want to say they might have affected this battle, but they definitely added a different dimension to this battle that it had its own role, and all props to you, Nick, for that one. So I go into Kyurem. He gets a nice that crit mattered. I think Sucker Punch was only able to do max 69% to cure him. This is a Scarf to cure him. If he didn't get that crit, I could have lived another rock switch in, and I could have outsped Thunderous. That's assuming it was before an agility. So that sucks. So I can't switch into rocks unless I can't switch in again unless I go for Defog on Latias, which is dead, or Mandibuzz, which is asleep, and he has Thunderous in. So this is looking bleak, guys. Looking real bleak. Goes for Grass Knot. How did I not expect this after scouting for this for 3 weeks in a row? Yeah, so if you can kind of tell already, this match is not in my favor, and that Nick did a great job at, prepping his team and everything. So all props to him. Great battler. Best in the GBA now. I just hope he doesn't get too cocky. So knocks out Mandibuzz, and the only thing I have left is Charizard and Kieran Black. You guys know how this goes. He's fast and everything on my team. Rocks are up. T-Bolt is a thing. Life Orb T-Bolt. So Nick wins. Nick wins 3-0. He didn't even have to show. He said he had a Scarf Diggersby and an Aegislash, which had priority. So yeah, I definitely say the crit on my Kyurem mattered, because I could have lived another hit perhaps from this Thunderous, but Sharpedos dropped to 5-2, and you guys will also find out that the Steelix had lost. So Steelix are now, I think, at +9 or +10, and I'm at +6. So it's 1-2 in our division, and Nick is now the only 6-1 team left in the GBA. So props to you, Nick. Go check him out. I don't see any reason why you guys wouldn't know of him already. Great battler. Good guy. Best team in the GBA, as I've already said 6 times. But hey, he deserves it. He plans well. He preps. He has everything ready. Every scenario is properly thought out. So I don't see why he couldn't especially win the Kanto Conference and go all the way. So, but one thing I can say I learned out of this is that I guess I shouldn't second guess myself, and I guess I also shouldn't. I expected competitive Melodic, and that's what I really feared about. And I also expected Hariyama, so him bringing Thunderous and Deoxys kind of threw that in my plans. But that was it. I'll talk to you guys next week when I take on the Scavaliers, and I hope that one goes a little better. Peace out.